So first, you want to just introduce yourself to the camera, so I don't have to do it for you.
I'm Saul, and I'm a hip-hop artist from Seattle, Washington, and I'm playing LollaPLUza today. Did I say it right?
Yeah, LollaPLUza.
Oh, people really pronounce it?
Yeah.
PLUza?
LollaPLUza.
PLUza.
So can you kind of tell us like where you're coming from, how you got started, your story?
Yeah. Well, I was born and raised in Seattle, and just grew up around hip-hop culture. Like, my brother and my cousins were always playing rap music, and it just spoke to me, like, more so than other types of music. It just felt like something that I could connect to, and when I felt like I needed to express myself, I just started doing it through rap.
Awesome. So kind of what's the audience going to hear today?
The audience is going to hear about an hour-long set of all of my favorite songs, and songs that I think are great to play on a day like today where it's almost 80 degrees. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun music and honest, really just like thoughtful songs.
Yeah, so how did you hear about PLUza? Did we reach out to you? How did you hear about us?
Yeah, you guys reached out to me, but I've wanted to play play LollaPLUza for a while now. I'm friends with Macklemore, and he played it a few years ago, and I remember it kind of just like the little seed being planted of me being like, I want to play that sometime, like when the time is right. So here we are, finally.
Yeah, so we read an article, and it said that you were the next Macklemore. Kind of like, how does that like resound in your head? Is that like exciting, or are you like, no, myself?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important for you to be yourself, you know, and I almost say that's like the key to success, is to like have your own lane and be your own artist. So I would never want to be the next anybody, you know. I mean, obviously it's meant as a compliment, but what he's done with his career is almost like a once in a. I mean, you can't really count on that type of success. And I plan to have a career in music and make music for my whole life, and I want my music to reach as many people as possible. But even him and his team never, planned for the explosion that they had. So I could never plan for something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I'm super happy for him, and I still plan on just doing my own thing. You know.
What would you say kind of is the music that you grew up listening to, like that inspired you, or that like didn't inspire you? Like, I'm not going to be anything like that. Like.
The stuff that really inspired me when I was young was some of the more organic sounding hip hop that was coming out in the early 90s and stuff, like Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul. I mean, Outkast is my biggest inspiration, stuff that sampled a lot of like live instruments, and like Outkast, their production has like a lot of like live bass, live horns, and live guitar and stuff like that. I feel like that's been like a big influence on me, where I don't sample that much, and I work with a lot of live musicians, and because of that, I feel like my sound is always evolving based off of just the instrumentation that we're using. So I take a lot of inspiration from stuff like that.
So one thing we really like to do is like let our audience get to know you a little bit. Mm-hmm. So let's go with a couple of your favorites.
Okay.
How about favorite concert you've ever performed in?
Wow. Favorite concert I ever performed in was probably Bumbershoot 2011, maybe? They put me on. I was the first performer for the entire weekend, and the first performer of that day, it was like 12 noon, and people just came out. It was like one of the packaged shows that stage had, and all my friends, all my family. I had an aunt that was in town from Haiti for my brother's wedding, and it was just like, she thought she was gonna never see me perform in her life, and she was there, and I brought her on stage, and I brought my mom on stage, and a bunch of my fans on stage at the very end of the show, and we all danced together, and it was just like one of the most beautiful days of my life, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how about favorite thing that the audience has ever done during one of your performances? Like, what do they do that just gets you like pumped up and ready to go?
Oh, wow. I mean, I guess stage diving, like when you stage dive and people catch you and they carry you, and you just like, I mean, beyond that, like when you look into the audience and people are rapping along to every single word, like as if it was like their lyrics, you know, and like it really is being, it's representing them. You can see that it connected to them and it means something different to them than I even planned on when I was writing it, you know, like the music just really resonating with people and connecting to them. Whether they're hearing it for the first time or they've heard it before and they're singing it back to me, just that connection, that's what it's all about for me.
Favorite thing to do when you are not doing anything music related at all?
Oh wow, probably eating food.
And your favorite food is?
Probably tacos or sushi. Sushi tacos.
Sushi tacos.
Yeah, no, I love to eat food. I use it as an excuse to bring me and my friends together. Like, you know, I'm always meeting somebody for lunch. I go out to dinner or I cook dinner with friends. It's like a very social thing for me. Like it brings people together. Good food brings people together.
Oh, for sure. So let's finish it up with, what do you want to see today? What are you most excited for, ready to do? Get out there today, what do you want to see? Ride the mechanical bull? Stage
I'm trying to get the guys in my band to ride the mechanical bull, but they're going to do it after the performance so that they don't get hurt beforehand. For me, I mean, I'm just excited. It's going to be so warm out. It's beautiful weather. I haven't performed outside since before the winter, so this is like my first outdoor show this year, kind of. So I'm just excited to be outside and just have a good time.
Perfect. Yeah. We're so excited.
Thank you guys. My name is Saul. I love you.